Yodi ho ho ho, what's going on everybody? This is Hunter. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I have got a good one for you. This is the first time that I have ever toured a Dutchman Astoria, and I'll tell you what, this thing did not disappoint. For a unit that is going to come in at a very aggressive price, man, they pack in a whole bunch of kind of fancy pants options on this thing. I mean, one, you got vacuum bonded sidewall, aluminum frame construction, but you're also going to get things like, you know, dual awnings that you don't typically see in this price point. So today we're going to take a tour, starting on the inside, work our way around the outside. Oh, for the model, I'm sorry, it's the 2025 Astoria 3173RLP. And I don't know what the P stands for, but I'm going to assume it's rear living please, because this thing does look fantastic. Adjustable shelvings in the closet. But I think I'm just yapping now. Let's go ahead and get right on into the tour. But again, it's the 2025 Astoria 3173 RLP. Now, I will do my best to put a link for the pricing down in the description, or at the very least, some folks that you can, contact to get some pricing. But I mean, look at this thing when you walk in. Absolutely beautiful. I think the decor team crushed it. I like that island. And I don't know what you want to call it. My wife's going to make fun of me. But like the lattice or whatever the heck that is called. I'm not a fancy guy. But that's what I'm calling it, the lattice work. It looks really sharp. Plus you have LEDs, solid surface countertops. Babe, if you're watching, I love you. Also, this thing is 35 feet, so you can get it into a lot of your parks that you can't in a lot of fifth wheels out there today, because they're getting bigger and bigger, it seems. Dual opposing slides with your kind of your cooking entertainment over here, and then you have your seating over here. So pretty classic, rear living setup. However, I do like the fact that you have two chairs there. It's also going to have two more chairs there as well. And you can see it's got the Dracula shades to stop the old skin from sizzling, keep some nosy eyes out. You can also, put those back up just easy peasy like that. And you're going to notice every single window does open up for a nice breeze. Whoever did the decor of this, I think that looks fantastic. I think they did a great job for that. It's also got that honey brown decor matching up with the valances here, or whatever I'm blanking out so hard on this video. Whatever these things are called, I think pair up with the laundry. Okay. With the theater seating really well. Also notice no carpet in the slides, which is going to be what a lot of people are looking for these days. These are also going to be a little bit wider than most, if you know. So I'm going to call them kind of the comfy seaters, because when you sit down, I mean, I'm a pretty big guy. I'm 6 foot, 300 pounds, and you can see these are definitely not hip huggers. They're also going to be the ones that lay down on the quick recline, so they lay down really nice and flat, so you can take a good old snoozer. Plus, you got a good eye shot without the island. Check out the outlets, by the way. Without the island getting in the way of your TV. You're also going to see you have two cup holders right here, and then you also have a place, for your magazines. And I was asked by somebody to rate the comfiness. I'm going to put that at about the 9 scale. I mean, this isn't like a lazy boy, but for RV, doesn't really get much more comfortable than that. Now you flip it around. Good countertop space on either side. Outlets, USB, universal C. So any device you got, you can charge. This is also going to pull out to a like a double-sized bed as well. And I'll sit down in this too. Not as comfortable as the recliners, but it is still pretty darn comfy. No doubt. I could definitely sleep there, in a pinch if I needed to. That is for sure. Now, what also I thought was kind of interesting is over here, it opens up from the side, so it's kind of like hidden storage. You could put, your blankets and whatnot. These windows open up there too as well, including the back, which should be an emergency exit. So pull, push, and plop. Get yourself out in a hurry. Overhead storage over here. And then you're going to get 2 AC. So there should be one here and then one up in the bedroom. But what's nice about these ones, the Furrions, is you got the dump valve. So if you want to evenly distribute it throughout the track to cool down the whole coach, like evenly, you can do that. Or at like bedtime, you don't care about the living room anymore. Well, you simply just close that up. Or, I'm sorry. And then when you're in the bedroom, you can open this up and it'll disproportionately push the cool air. So in this scenario, if you're not in the bedroom, open this up. God, oh, dang, man, this is a rough video. Goosefraba. If you guys have seen Anger Management, you know what I'm going through. So you have a dump valve where you can open it up and all the cool air comes in here, or you can close it and it evenly distributes throughout the track system. Hallelujah, we're back, baby. So right there, bada bing, bada boom. You also have the Jensen TV. It's also going to be on a swivel. And then you have your controls right here. So you're going to have your different zones, so you can play inside and outside. That's going to be A and B, so you can rock on both sides. A fireplace to keep this entire area nice and roasty and toasty. And notice what you don't see is going to be floor vents because it's going to be ducted out through that island for your heat. Now, what I really like is, again, you have the accent lighting everywhere on the bottom, not on the top, which I think is pretty cool. But also you have this closet, which is a great space for a lot of things. One, you could maybe do some hanging clothes, but two, they're adjustable shelving. So whether you have the grandkids you're bringing in and you want to put like fruit snacks, or if you just want to do, like big ticket items, maybe like a vacuum cleaner down at the bottom and then food up top, you have the ability to switch it up how you would like. You're also going to get a residential sized microwave with a little bit of storage here up top as well. And it's got the old potato mode and beverage mode, so if you want to heat up a Coca-Cola, you got the ability to do it. Power tower, 3 stovetop burner to whip up all the fixings, and a place where you can put in, for like a chicken. And then you flip it around here, and we're back to this island. What I like about the island, it is big, but it's not ginormous. And this floor plan, having one of those really thick boys like they do in like Redwood, for instance, this would not be a good time for that because it would take up too much walk-around space. So they did a really good job of rounding out the corners. Plus, you got the fancy sink with that charcoal stainless steel finish with the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. A cup cleaner because you don't like cleaning cups. And then you got a little place for, your soaps, your shampoos, and then a waterfall here up underneath. Clean cut storage and access to your plumbing. And then you're also going to get double pull-out trash cans, which I think is pretty darn handy, especially, who likes to mess with their trash? I know I sure don't. But now you got recycling, and you have not recycling. 3 pull-out drawers. Switch it around. You're going to have the Furrion. Oh. You're going to have the Furrion refrigerator. So it's a side-by-side. So you have the freezer on the left, refrigerator on the right. Perfect for an extended weekend trip. Absolutely no problem. I mean, heck, we even have 4 kids at home, and although this floor plan wouldn't work for us necessarily, that refrigerator would for a weekend, no problemo. Now over here is kind of like a utility space. I know my wife would have all of her little trinkets. She would have some crystals out there. She'd have books that she's reading out, going lakeside. I would get a junk drawer to throw away everything I'm never going to see again. And then, just plenty of storage going all the way around. I really like how they have the bigger drawers here too as well. Power tower, more storage here up top. More to the left, it's got about half the depth. Also notice the copper tap, which is pretty nice when you're driving down the road. You don't have to worry about things, falling out on you. Don't throw stuff in there willy-nilly, but for the most part, you'll be nice and secure. You're going to get still blanking out, still getting kind of rough here. You're going to have a fuse box right there on the floor, and I like how they have accent lighting there underneath the floating steps. Now this right here is going to be your control panel. So this is going to be what they call the Solo by Lippert. So you get things like the automatic kind of lights as you come up to it, but you'll be able to check all your different tank fills, connect, you have interior lights and exterior lights as well. So the exterior LED lights will be connected right there. Dual awnings, and then your 3 slide out controls. And you can hook up your phone and control it from your phone there too as well. There's the max air fan for just above the oven. So that's going to help suck out the steam or stink. Also notice that's going to be where one of your speakers is going to be located as well. This is the control for the AC. And then we're heading up into the bathroom. This has one of the better bathrooms in this size camper. For 35 feet, the fact that you get a mirror with the backlight that looks as good as it does, but then you also get the dual vanities is going to be really nice. Plus, you have the porcelain foot flush throne that's at a good place, so that way shoulder to shoulder, due in fact that you have the Tri-Glide Glass Series, you can sit down and kind of do your thing and not have to worry about it. Now, I prefer the glass to be over on this side when I'm getting in and out of the shower. You can kind of do what you want there. But I am 6 foot, 300 pounds, so I'm a bigger dude. And you can see I fit in here just fine. You can definitely fit 2 roundies in here if you need. You also have about 6'1" for clearance here, and 6'5" for clearance there. Pretty basic for the wand, but now you can, clean up your face from all angles. And then, like I was saying, dual vanities, so they're both going to be the stainless steel. You also have your tankless on-demand hot water heater right over there too as well. So as long as you have propane, you have instant hot water heater. Plumbing, storage, 3 pull-out drawers with the bottom one being a little bit bigger. And then this is going to be a nice little honey hole for, you know, your towels and whatnot. Another window right there. I do like that still. Now you're in a bedroom, which you're going to get a lot of good walk-around room because it's going to be on an east to west slide. And this does look like a king, which is nice. And then here up underneath, let's see what kind of storage we got working with. It's also finished down here too, which is nice. Usually it's just exposed, kind of like board. But I like how it's got the kind of the carpet down there. That's pretty nice. Both windows do open up for a breeze. You have 2 reading lights and a good looking headboard just to kind of spice things up a little bit. This is going to be a mid-profile RV, but the head height in here is pretty darn nice. I'm 6 feet tall. You're looking at about 6'2", 6'3" there. And this is what I was trying to explain before. If you are in the living room, you close that dump valve, so it would be like this. And now if you're in the bedroom and you want this room to get ice cold, you open that up and it forces all of that air into the dump valve and obviously through the track system, but you'll get way more AC into here with a quickness, so you can really cool down really fast. You're going to get outlets on both sides too with your USBs. And then, you know, you got yourself a nice little closet for all your hanging items, another outlet, and then a place for a washer and dryer if you're going to be using this for more of like, you know, work related, or if you just don't want to mess with the laundry, you got the ability to do so. Another window, another TV. You're also going to see you have dresser drawers, so 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom, soft close. But all right, guys, drop a comment, let me know what you think. We're going to head around the outside, just do a quick couple minutes there. And if you don't mind, hit that like and subscribe button. I usually don't get tongue-tied the whole time, but, you know, woke up at 4:30, drove here, and been recording ever since, and maybe my brain's getting a little bit tired. 2025 Astoria 3173, the rear living please. There's a little note from the rep, a little quick list if you want to hit pause there. I did forget to mention, actually, I'm glad I looked at that, the composite flooring. So the composite flooring is going to be pretty darn nice in the fact that it's harder to damage if you do have water, which is going to be a big time plus. I know a lot of people that watch these videos get concerns of that, and the composite flooring is going to be a huge upgrade to your traditional kind of fifth wheel approach. So right up in the front, you got a molded rounded fiberglass front cap with your LED lights. You're also going to get the Curt Rotoflex. If you're not familiar with this, it's basically going to kind of pivot for you when you're stopping and starting. So that way it's going to eliminate some of that chucking and bucking for you, you know, when you're driving down the road. Let me flip up those lights. And then underneath here is going to be some storage. You know, you got inverter prep. You got right there your solar charge controller, place for your battery, your spare tire. And then that's going to be with the LED lights turned on. So I think that looks really nice. Imagine that at night, you know, when you're running around trying to find it. That thing's just glowing up just like justice. So that way, you know, you can find out where your camper is. I also like the kind of neutral appearance of it, but you got the decals giving a little bit of pizzazz. Now that door is locked for the pass-through storage. Propane over here. I'm going to show it to you on the other side. But dual awning, again, both come standard with the LED lights. You'll see this one here has the slide toppers there too as well. And then the speakers are over here down on the ground as opposed to being pitched up, which is always nice. You got the Y bracket for your TV along with your outlets and your cable connection. This is going to be a little place for like an outdoor like cooktop. So it'll be, you know, a little griddle you can put on there. You also have an LP quick connect right there as well to help you with that. And then you have a ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof so you can check your seals, check your slides. 2-inch receiver with the 4-way flat, so I'm assuming that means you can do a hitch weight of 300 pounds or a tow rating of 3,000. Maybe you can pause right there. Yeah, okay, perfect. There you go. Maximum gross trailer weight, 3,000, or the hitch rating for like if you want to put like bike racks or something like that. Right here is going to be camera prep for the rear observation camera, so you can see what's going on behind you with some distance markers. 50 amp cord connection will be right there along with your fresh water connection. Again, notice you have the slide toppers on this one. I'm not sure if that is standard or not, so we'll want to make sure to check that out. Again, there will be a link down in the description. That's going to be nice in case you're parked under a tree and a branch falls on there. And then when you put it in, you know, ideally it should fall right off the top. Also help out with some of the heat a little bit. Sewer outlet connection. Back end of the hot water heater along with your black tank flush. This is going to be your docking station where you have your city water connection, winterization, you know, your black and gray valves, water bypass, spray port, and then your cable connection. Look at that pass-through storage there. It's also going to be welded at all points with an aluminum frame there too as well, along with your electric leveling. Propane behind this door. Here are some of the specs for you. So it only weighs 10,300 pounds dry, with an overall GVW of 12,000. So you can put 1,700 pounds worth of stuff up in this bad boy. But all right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Again, my name is Hunter. Hope to see you next time. See you. Meow, 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 meow.